won't none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, we're going to talk about my 3 potential breakout stars on the defensive side of the football. As most of you already know, I recently made a video on the 3 potential breakout stars on offense. So if you haven't seen that one already, go and check it out. Also, if you are new to the channel and you can't get enough Carolina content, do me a favor, punch that like button, smash the notification bell, and send this video to your friends and family. We're trying to build this Carolina community together, man. Also, special thanks for the continued support of my Huddle Hooligans, Preston, Dennis, Elijah, Scott, Coconuts and Grits. Thank you guys so much. Football and basketball season is just around the corner, baby. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. And first and foremost, I want to go ahead and state that for the sake of making this thing interesting, I'm going to leave the likes of Kamen Rucker, Power Eccles, and Elijah Huzzy off of this list. We're all anticipating those guys to have big years for this Tar Heel defense, so they will be off the list, but everybody else is fair game, baby. Which leads us to my first candidate for a breakout season in 2024, which is going to be none other than the 6'4", 320-pound super senior defensive tackle Joshua Harris. Now, Harris was a 4-star guy, ranked number 239 in the nation in his class. He originally committed and played at NC State before transferring to Ole Miss. Harris, missing home, as he's originally from the great state of North Carolina, decided to bring his talents back to the flagship, and he committed to UNC out of the portal. Now, Big Josh is an extremely experienced guy, 23 years old, wife and kids, and dreams of playing at the next level. The dude's 320, 325 in the middle, and he's known to eat up blocks. Now, this breakout title is not going to be something that we'll necessarily be able to quantify with numbers. He's only totaled 41 tackles and 1 sack in 5 years of playing college football. But what he will do that Carolina has been terrible at in the previous years is hold the line and eat up blocks, which is going to allow our linebackers to eat. Now, Carolina's been gashed in recent years right up the middle, as they have seemingly been unable to stop the rush between the tackles, dude. Kevin Hester Jr., Javari Ritzy, they're highly rated guys that are projected starters, but if they can't figure it out early and often, do not be surprised if the old dog doesn't start seeing increased reps in the trenches. Harris realizes that this is his last hoorah, so he's going to have an extra chip to put good things on tape. I like Joshua Harris to have a breakout season. The next breakout candidate is probably not going to come as much of a surprise to most of you, but I'm going to go with the 6', 230-pound sophomore linebacker, Amari Campbell. Yes, Amari recently injured his hand/wrist, and there are those that would question his availability in week 1 against Minnesota, but I really like this kid. He's a former 3-star prospect out of Virginia who was ranked as the number 1,286 player in the nation coming out of high school. Now, what I like about Amari is his recognition and attack of the line of scrimmage on run plays. Too often I watch our linebackers playing side to side. Amari delivers the punch, though, and I love that from that position group, moving next to power. Now, he had 11 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception last year, and extremely limited play. To many of us, he didn't get nearly the burn that I think he stinking needed or deserved. But hopefully that all changes this year, as he's the obvious projected starter aside Power Eccles. Coach Brown and Tommy Thigpen have vowed to finally utilize some of that depth on this side of the football, so there may be some decreased snap amounts that we've seen in the past, or more than we've seen in the past. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Amari finish his sophomore campaign with 80-plus tackles along with an interception or two. He may even get you a couple of sacks now that Coach Collins has promised that he's going to send fire from all areas. So Amari Campbell is going to be my second guy on the list to have a breakout season in 2024. And my third guy, the last player on the 2024 defensive breakout candidate watch list, is going to be the 5'10", 190-pound sophomore Caleb Koss. Now, Caleb was a former three-star athlete who was ranked as the number 768 player in his class coming out of high school. Most of you know that Caleb Koss also plays on the UNC baseball team that recently went to the College World Series. And he's also known to have made the ESPN Top 10 as a youth when he made a throw to the plate in the Little League World Series. Crazy play. Caleb also had a game-sealing interception in the Georgia 3A state championship game. And I bring all that up to say this. This kid is a player. Now, Caleb got extensive burn against the West Virginia Mountaineers in last year's Duke's Mayo Bowl, and he definitely flashed by making a couple of tackles, and he had some PBUs as well. And from all accounts, inside the Carolina camps, he has completely taken hold of that star position, allowing UNC to move Elijah Huzzie back outside to the corner, and even moving DeAndre Boykins, Carolina star in 2022, to the strong safety position, which I also like, by the way. DeAndre is my stinking guy. Now, Coach Jeff Collins and Charlton Warren have raved about Caleb Koss' athleticism and his ability to seemingly just snatch balls out of the air, kind of like he's playing center field. So I'm looking for Caleb to be a difference maker on this Tar Heel defense. So there you have it, Tar Heel Nation. Joshua Harris, Amari Campbell, Caleb Koss are on my breakout candidate watch list for 2024. You let me know what you think about my picks down in the comment section, Tar Heel Nation. Am I onto something? Or are there some other Tar Heels you think that we should be keeping an eye on? Once again, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you on the next one, Tar Heel Nation.